Has this started to sway you on LeBron's status as the GOAT?
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Look, I was just sending out a complimentary tweet to a player I respect and admire as a player and a person. That's it. And let me say this, and this is honest. I would love to join Nick Wright and his chorus of two, because the incredibly unbiased Isaiah Thomas also joins Nick in saying that LeBron's better than Jordan. I'd love to join that chorus of two and say LeBron's the GOAT, because look, he's from Northeast Ohio, where I'm from. I love what he stands for and has done off the court. I've had the pleasure of introducing LeBron to my mom and my daughters. My mom has a big picture of her and LeBron framed on her mantle. All right,
so
I love to be able to say that. But unlike Nick Wright, I really am dripping with objectivity. I don't use it as a throwaway line to be funny. It really is who I am, and I cannot objectively say LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. Nick, these total stats, total numbers, compiled stats, accumulated stats. You know that is not how we judge the greatest player. All right, in any of the sports, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the all-time leading scorer and third in rebounds, okay? Nobody ever brings that up when they say he's the GOAT. Nobody says Kareem's the GOAT for the most part.
Well, they should.
All right, Larry Bird isn't in the top 30 of anything, scoring, rebound, or assist. But there's not a reputable top 10 list, I bet including yours, that doesn't include Bird in the top 10. John Stockton has nearly 6,000 more assists than Magic Johnson. Yet Magic Johnson is universally regarded as the best passer of all time. So, no, we go more by per game numbers. And here it is. We judge greatness more when we're talking about GOATs. What was your peak? As long as it lasted a significant length of time, we value your peak over your longevity. And look at this graphic for peak. Michael Jordan did more in 13 healthy seasons than LeBron has done in 17 healthy seasons. That's 4 more years. And look at that, more titles, more finals MVPs, more league MVPs, more scoring championships, more steals or assist titles, more defensive player of the year, more all defenses. Like, what? It's over. I'm sorry.
Disingenuous.
Right, it's right there.
See, but there you go. Well, you said it's over, and that's just what it's because you and I could make the exact same graphic.
Okay, maybe LeBron will win more rings and do more things.
Let's do all NBAs. Hold on. Let's do first team all NBAs. Let's do second team all NBAs. Let's do finals appearance. I could do that. Hold on. How about this? How about times leading the playoffs in categories? I could make the same thing. How many times did Jordan lead the playoffs in assists? Never. LeBron a half dozen times. How many times did Jordan lead the playoffs in rebounds? Of course never. LeBron a couple times. Like, with the reason you guys dismiss the numbers is because the numbers are so overwhelming. So here's what I would like you two to admit. That you guys decided long ago LeBron was ineligible. Because if after the 2016 finals, okay, well then let me ask you this. Then after the 2016 finals, the 3-1 comeback, the greatest 3-game stretch in NBA history, if I would have asked you, what does LeBron need to do? Unless the answer was 6 rings, it's got to be 6 rings. If it's not 6 rings, it's not 6 rings. Even though Jordan was called the GOAT after 3 rings, it's got to be 6 rings. He's done it. And he's done it while proving people wrong. The 2 years after the 2016 finals, he took his team back to the finals both years, and you said per game. Okay, 34, 10, and 10 on 55%.
They got demolished.
Could he have played better? No. 34, 10, and 10 on 55% in those 2 finals. If your argument is the Cavs should have beaten the KD Warriors, fine. I disagree with you. Then after that, again, proving people wrong, Wilds, he went to LA for movies and for all these other reasons. And then he won a title there, and in those finals, let me look. 30, 12, and 9 on 60%. And then this year, is averaging 30 a game. Another thing no one thought was possible. So I want to ask Wilds a direct question. Wilds, because you've made the case it's not close.
Jeez.
No. All these shows run together. You've made the case LeBron versus
Monday.
Michael is not close. No. You've said there's a Hall of Fame player gap between the two. So that means you also don't think LeBron versus Kareem is close. Correct? You think that Michael Jordan is head and shoulders better than everyone ever. It's not even close. Is there even a bit of you that pauses and says, oh, well, that sounds a little silly when I say it out loud, that the guy I grew up loving and idolizing also happens to be the guy who is head and shoulders better than everyone? Like, is it maybe possible that you have just decided this was over 10 years ago and you won't let the actual facts on the ground change your mind? Like, is that possible? Or is Michael Jordan just head and shoulders greater than everyone ever, including Kareem, who has the same number of rings and more MVPs?
Look, I think that's a fair question. And I think being 6-0 in the finals is the cherry on top of the greatness Sunday that is Michael Jordan. And even if LeBron does get to 6 rings, unless he gets into a time machine and erases the losses, I think he's going to have a hard time being in the same category as someone that never lost in the finals. So, yeah, I think that's a fair critique on me. But here's what I want to throw back to you. And by the way, again, I'm in a good mood. It's Monday morning. I was going to come over to your side before you started viciously attacking me for a take that I had last month.
Sorry, but yeah.
So here's what I wanted to say as an olive branch. And Broussard mentioned it. We look for peaks in the world. We just look for peaks. How good were you at your best? And it made me think, watching him break Karl Malone's second place record, said, you know what? LeBron needs to make consistency cool. That consistency is the key driver to success in all of life, and no one cares. If you want to be rich, you know what you should do? Consistently save, consistently invest. But what would we rather do? Can I get into crypto instead? Want to be healthy? Consistently eat well, consistently exercise. What about a juice cleanse? What about a yoga retreat for a weekend? No, that's not how it works. And LeBron has been so consistent for so long, I actually think it's less of an issue of LeBron versus Jordan, Nick, and this is my olive branch, and more of an issue with how us as a society views consistent excellence.
Take it, Nick.
Here's why I reject that as well. Brew. And this is where, again, legend outstrips reality. You just said as a given, Jordan's peak was higher. We don't have evidence of that.
Yeah.
Look, what was LeBron's peak? A 27-game winning streak? Tell me, Jordan ever lead a 20-game winning streak? No. That same year,
Jordan won
LeBron was
72 games.
1 vote shot. Hold on a second. So again, you just said the peak is higher. I don't know that we have evidence of that. LeBron's 2013 season, where he had a 27-game winning streak, where he was 1 vote away from a unanimous MVP, and 6 points away, voting points, from winning Defensive Player of the Year. That year, the season ended with him scoring 37 and 12 in Game 7 of the finals and hitting the game-winning shot. I need you to prove to me Jordan had a peak higher than that. I need you to demonstrate to me Jordan ever had a season greater than that one.
Jordan won 6 rings in 7 years. LeBron won 4 rings in 8 years. Those are their peaks. That's their peaks. Jordan does not have a weakness on the court. LeBron's free throw shooting is a problem, and lack of a go-to move is a problem. LeBron had a meltdown moment against Dallas. We never saw that with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan turned a moribund franchise into a dynasty. LeBron never did that. There you go.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.